We are Grassroots Garage, and this is a Datsun Heaven series. On this episode of Grassroots Garage, Southern California Datsun Heaven Part 4, we've got Ray's beautiful and stout little KA24 powered Datsun 510.
We good? Boom. Thanks, Director Ryan. Grassroots Garage. We're in California, and I found Ray. And Ray has an absolutely amazing two-door sedan. Ray, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Peter.
Tell us about your car.
This is a 1973 Datsun 510 with actually engine modifications, suspension modifications, some cosmetic modifications, but pretty much whatever I could do, I did.
Yeah.
The KA24DE+Turbo.
Yeah.
And these are individual throttle bodies.
Yeah, how good is
off of
that?
a Suzuki street bike.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have to change the injectors for that?
Yeah, actually, I upgraded my injectors anyways. These are 555 Nismos.
Cool.
But yeah, no, the throttle bodies really didn't have any significance with anything, but just because I went turbo, I had to build this plenum.
Yeah, yeah.
That way it keeps
Fits in there really tight, doesn't it? That's great.
What's going on? I knew I wanted a KA only because at that time that is more readily available than SR20s were. You know, people were doing SRs, but I heard, oh, you can't get the parts, they're not that easy. So I decided to go with the KA. We built it top to bottom, forged pistons, lower compression pistons also.
Yeah.
Just everything built from the top to bottom. Ray's little 510 is running a standard KA box with a stage 2 clutch, and at the back he's got a Subaru R160 LSD. Ray chose a 4-piston Willwood setup for the front end and went with a classic 280ZX caliper and disc combo for the rear.
Let's go right back to start with. Tell me about your first Datsun memories. When did the Datsun love affair start?
Well, actually, it started, I'm 47 years old. It started probably when I was about 12, 13 years old. Yeah. My older brother bought a 510. I remember going with him and my dad to buy this orange 510 from the original owner. And that's when I actually fell in love with it.
This is like 1980.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Wow.
Way early.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, this is a 73, but back then, you know, being the younger brother, we always wanted to get into what the older brother did.
Okay.
And yeah. I remember, you know, being 15 years old, you know, here you have to be 16 to drive the car. I remember just sneaking it out one time, driving it around the block, and the driver's door opens on me. So I'm hanging out the car trying to keep it straight, you know. But that's it. Ever since back then, that's when my love for the 510s began.
There you go.
And actually, you know, I helped with the car, do this and that for it, and then it ended up actually becoming my car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You bought it off your brother eventually.
Yeah, bought it off my brother. And, you know, like I said, I mean, we both kind of did everything together with it, but he was the one paying for everything, and then eventually became my car.
Awesome.
And that was, like I said, that's back over, 30 years ago at least.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So how long have you had this one?
I've had this car for about 15 years, actually.
Nice.
Yep, I bought it on a Friday, drove it home, I stripped it on the following Saturday, gutted, took every piece that can come off, took off, and Monday it went to the body shop, and that's where it just all began. I mean, I actually finished the car the way it looks now, probably in like 3 months or so.
So you had the vision. This was the vision.
Yeah.
You always knew this was going to be how it was going to look.
Yeah,
That's
I wanted, and even with colors, you know, like a lot of guys I know, they love the brights, yellows, the bright blues, oranges. I just wanted more like a sleeper car, you know, just
subtle, isn't it?
just a little mellow looking car. And so I actually knew exactly what I wanted.
That's it. We've checked out Ray's beautiful silver two-door sedan. Ray, thanks for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps up Datsun Heaven Part 4, but don't go anywhere, because on the next episode of Datsun Heaven, we've got an absolutely mental SR20 powered Datsun wagon. And John, the owner, is not afraid to give it a little bit of stick. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.